Yeah.
Okay. So, ladies and gentlemen, today I have a pleasure of having a great Vedic astrologer. I think you guys also know her, and she is an amazing teacher online. And as you know, her name is Sunilee Janipawar. And what is this? Sunilee Janipawar. I'm so bad with that. So yeah, a lot of people were, telling me about you. So I'm like, and then I saw your comments on my thing, and I'm like, well, let's get her here. Let's get to know who she is. So welcome to KRSchannel.
Yeah, thank you so very much. In fact, you should remember that Raj Kumar's, that dialogue, uh, Jani.
Yeah.
So thank you so very much for inviting me. It's my pleasure. And before telling you thank you, I would like to congratulate for running such a good and successful channel. And really, I appreciate the work you are doing because you are so senior. Last 5, 6 years, I think you are into this,
Yeah,
right?
since last 6, 7 years now.
So you are a true inspiration. So after seeing only, I felt like that okay, I can also do. Let me also try if I can spread the wisdom. Means always it is not like that. Some motto is there or something, but I feel good if I
Yeah,
talk.
yeah,
At a time we can talk to so many people. So
yeah.
this is the plus point of it rather than getting only always something. If we are getting then only we have to do. It is nothing like that.
Absolutely.
Some
No,
sort
this
of
is.
fiction which
Thank
I
you so
always
much.
get from this channel, running a YouTube channel. So how are you, Kapil?
So I am really good. So tell us, how did you fall in love like we all do with Vedic astrology?
Yeah, see, I'm very junior in front of you all people. I started learning actual astrology from the year 2007 actually.
Okay.
And I belong to the family where my whole maternal paternal family is into astrology. So I was in the family. I used to see my uncles, my grandfathers, my other grandparents. They were always involved in the Vedic rituals actually. Not exactly knowing Jyotish also, but they are more of sadhak
Okay.
and into rituals and puja path and all that. So making puja for other people and all that. Then I started learning, and my uncle is my mentor. My maternal uncle taught me the whole Jyotish. He is into Jyotish last 34 years.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah, I am his student, and apart from that, I'm so fortunate that I got so many good teachers in my life. Um, you may not be knowing all the names, but the name which you know, that is Mr. A.V. Sundaram.
Oh,
So I was very fortunate to learn one to one from him.
wow. You are
Yeah.
so lucky.
Yeah, really I am. Really I am. And really what he speaks now, little bird speaks and all that, that is awesome. Means whenever he always cleared my doubts. Actually, I didn't learn proper Nadi from him, but as I am into Vedic Jyotish, so he just mixed the things and he always asked me that you should carry on only one thing. You should not go on changing the streams, otherwise you will be confused.
Yeah.
Best learnings I got from him. And apart from that, many teachers here also in Mumbai. I learned in actually I learned in regional language. I learned in Marathi.
Oh, okay. So you're Marathi.
Yeah, and
Okay.
in Gujarati also I learned. My maternal uncle, I belong to Gujarati family.
Uh-huh.
So I learned in Gujarati also, I learned in Marathi also, I learned in English also. So all together, but Jyotish cannot be finished. So
Yeah.
we are students.
So
Always,
what
always.
kind of a Jyotish did you concentrate on? Parashri, Jaimini, Nadi? Which one is your Parashri? Okay.
Paramparik Jyotish.
Parampara. Okay.
Paramparik Jyotish is the base of all the
Yeah,
Jyotish.
we all
So
start with it. Yeah.
if we know the basic pakka, then we can do anything. You know, you can mix any stream into it. See, I use so many Nadi techniques also while predicting the charts. I use Jaimini Sutra also. If you see Atma Karak planet, Amartya Karak planet, you know, always we use all these things.
Yeah.
So base is always Vedic Jyotish, and I'm in love with Vedic Jyotish.
Wow. We all are. So we were discussing before this session how, you know, my love has been learning about navamsha.
Yeah.
What is your experience has been through learning all these teachers? What is navamsha? Everybody wants to know navamsha, including me. I can't get enough of it. What have you learned in your experience about navamsha chart?
See, whenever everybody knows, whenever we are born with particular planets, particular nakshatras, particular degrees.
Yeah.
Okay? So that is the main chart, which we call it Kshetra Kundali or Lagna Kundali or Ascendant chart. Many names are there. But if we want to go in deep of any element or any event in our life, there are total 16 Shodash Varga Kundalis,
Yeah.
16 divisional charts. Before that, we have to see Shadbal, that is 6 divisional charts. So, Navamsha is one of the most important, second most important divisional chart. Then Hura Kundali comes, then Dreshkan Kundali comes, then your Dwadashansh Kundali comes, and then Trishamsha Kundali comes. So all these 6 charts are compulsory to read. So Navamsha is basically, everybody knows that it is a minute form to learn or to know the marital bliss or 7th house matters and all that. But I have found that not only this, you know the total strength of your planets, you know. Navamsha Kundali is must to read. And by degrees only, you should not see the Navamsha also. By degrees only, you come to know that which planet is in.
Because you get to learn the padhas and see, okay, in this padha degree is going to end up in this sign.
Yeah, that is very much necessary. And in Chalit Kundli, many a times the planet goes in back house. You know, if my sun is in Pisces, but in very initial degrees, so maybe in my Chalit Kundli, it is in Aquarius.
Yeah.
Many a time. So these points we have to consider, because many a times predictions, whatever we are seeing or whatever history we are getting from the people or clients, so that time they are saying the something else and we are seeing something else. So Navamsha is a soul. Navamsha is the heart of this. So today we are going to talk about Trishamsha.
Yeah, you were going to discuss about the Trimsamsa today, but I wanted to ask you about the Navamsha. Now, one thing before we get into that, in the Navamsha, do you also consider house placement, aspects, conjunctions?
Aspects usually I don't
Okay.
consider. Many people, there is a difference opinion about it, but usually you should not see the aspect. Aspect you should see from, see, if you superimpose the Navamsha chart on your natal chart,
Yeah.
you are going to get the readings, na? Why you should see the
Exactly.
aspect
So you do that, because I do that. I take the Navamsha planets, put it in the birth chart.
Yeah, I do the same thing.
Really?
Do the same. Whenever we see the chart, immediately we know the Navamsha chart, and then transit also you should put there only.
Okay.
Immediately. Transit also. All together, like Sudarshan Kundali, how we see.
Yeah.
Sun and everything. So same thing, you can see this also. Means Lagna chart also, superimpose the Navamsha chart also, and transit also.
Transit. Do you okay, when you superimpose Navamsha planets in the birth chart, do you also use the planet that is sitting in the birth chart, or you remove that and you just look at the super?
Consider planets. We have to consider the planets,
Okay.
whichever is sitting in natal chart, because you will come to know that over this planet or over this zodiac,
Yeah.
this planet is transiting.
Right.
So it will be very easy, you know. Even both nakshatras, you come to know your natal nakshatra and the transit nakshatra, whether they are friend to each other or whether they are, if you see the Tarabal.
Yeah. Tarabala. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Janipawar, Vipattara. So it becomes very easy, you know, to understand one's chart. rather than just turning the pages and just seeing the other charts. It becomes very much easy when it comes to predictions. When it comes to research, or when it comes to particular event reading or something, you have to read it separately.
Separately, yeah. What about Sastyamsha?
D60 chart for spirituality most of the time, and Sarvasthiti Vichar, we can say. D45 also, D20 also. All these three charts we see for spirituality and overall growth of your life. D60. But I think that from D45 only you come to know everything, because see, in D45 every planet is divided into deities, Brahma, Vishnu,
Deities,
Mahesh.
yes.
So it becomes very easy to know the exact spiritual level of a person. And in V20 also, if you see, if I do not know what I have come with, what karmas I have done, or what upasana I have done in my past or something. So whatever, what I learned and what I have experienced, which Rashi comes in your 12th house in D20.
That's the Vimsamsa.
Yeah, D20,
Trimsamsa.
Tamsha, Amsha. So that zodiac deity is your original deity, which you left behind in your any birth.
Okay.
The 12th placed zodiac. Then again we have to see the any planet if it is placed there or something. Many people follow this, and it happens to be true, it makes changes.
Yeah.
D60 also. D60 again is a different chapter.
Okay.
Now,
Yeah.
very much importance is given to D60 charts.
Right.
It was not so much, means only for spirituality. When I learned D60 in my class, that time we were told that apart from Sarvasthiti Vichar, means to know the all the features, all the life pattern of your life, your growth, your losses, everything you can see from D60
And
also.
also Parashara gives more points to Sastyamsha even over Navamsha and birth chart.
Yes.
Like 5 points. So that was the most interesting fact that he actually, because that's the most bottom of the root of the planet.
But in that case, you have to just see D1 and D60 only then.
Then D60.
You should not go in.
But what happens is most of the time people don't, D60 changes in 30 seconds sometimes. Then you have to do the whole rectification before you even study the D60. Most of the time people are born on borders. 30 seconds, 60 seconds, So today you were going to discuss about Trimsamsa.
Yeah.
Not too many people discuss it. So when you mentioned that to me, I'm like, yes, that's the chart that, I think people should know. So what is Trimsamsa, and what is it why do we need to look at it?
Trishamsha, how we talked about D9 chart, D60, D45, D20. So many now, all divisional charts. So as I said, it comes in the Shadvarga Kundali. Shadvarga 6 divisional charts are the majorly important charts. In the PHS also, in all our classics it is mentioned. That is why we see Shadbala also, know. So this is one of the prime factor. And if you know, the Vinshopak Bal means 20 marks has been given to all these 6 charts, and 20 marks are divided in majorly marks is given to Lagna chart and Navamsha chart. Trishamsha chart has been given 1 mark, but you have to see it. So for what purpose you will see the Trishamsha chart or D30 chart? If you want to know the ill effects, Arishta Kundali, it is named it.
Yeah.
But many people misunderstand this as a only health issue.
Yeah.
It is not so. Ill effect means whenever we are supposed to and we are bound to suffer also, and we are bound to enjoy also. As we are born as a human being, we have to see losses also, we have to see gains also. We have to see everything. So D30 chart is a particular chart where we have to study 6th house, 8th house and 12th house along with your profession house. 10th house also we see in D30 chart. Apart from that, if we want to know one's nature, one's character, we have to see D30 chart.
Really? So you cannot figure that out from birth chart or the navamsha. The character has to be seen from. And isn't it only for women or men as well? Trimsamsa.
Many in all our classics, it is written for women only.
Yeah.
Stri Jatak, Adhyay, Veda Jatak, in BPH also, in Faladipika also, in Vruddhayavan Jatak, so many classics everywhere. Specifically for females, it is mentioned because that time it was a male dominating culture,
Yeah.
you know. So, males were given more importance, and female have to stay at home and they have to look after the things and they have to be so good to their husbands or good to the male society. They have to do this, that. But time goes on. Now we are in 21st century. So we have to see this for both males and females. And whenever we see for male also, it happens to be true, you know.
Yeah.
It is not necessary that for female only we have to see the chart of D30. For male also, same results you find. Same thing.
So in Trimsamsa, you're saying we should study the 6th house, 8th house, 10th house, and 12th house to know the character of a person.
Character also, and overall ill effects also. But
so what about the ascendant Lagna of Trimsamsa?
Yeah. Apart from this, these are the 4 major things we have to see in D30. If in D1 chart you are not able to understand few things, in D9 also, then we have to go to D30 chart. See, for marriage issues also, if you are not able to see anything in D1 chart or D9 chart, if you see D30 chart, immediately you will come to know. For example, I will tell you, if anybody's D30 chart, anybody's,
yeah.
if sun is placed in ascendant or in 7th bhava,
yeah,
ascendant or in 7th bhava, you will see that there is a lack of marital bliss in that person's life, or person is widower or happens to be widower. If Surya comes in Lagna or in 7th house, so many charts I have seen, so more than 50 charts I have seen, that whenever Surya comes, so this is the result of that. Apart from that, in D30 chart, nowadays we are getting everything ready-made in software only. You know, D30 chart. But what is the basic meaning of D30 chart or how it is taken out? So there are odd signs and even signs. I have done some one. I'll just show it. I happen to show the share screen. Can you see?
No.
Can you see?
Okay, yes, I see it.
Okay. See, these are the Trishamsha calculations. So odd zodiacs and even zodiacs we have to see in your chart. Okay. So odd zodiacs, whenever we see, means you may be having Mesh Lagna, Mithun Lagna, Leo, any odd zodiac you may be having, moon or ascendant. Okay. Or you may be having Lagna or moon in even zodiacs. So these are the degrees divided for each and every planet. If your ascendant or if your moon or if your any planet is in odd zodiacs and is in 0 to 5 degrees, so that Trishamsha will be of Mars only. Say for example, anybody is having Aries ascendant and of 4 degree. Aries is an odd zodiac.
Yeah.
So Trishamsha will be of Mars only. So which is the odd zodiac of Mars? So that is Aries only. So
yeah.
It will come Aries only. Because
Aries.
Another type of Mars is Scorpio. That is the
I see. Okay.
sign.
Yeah.
That is even sign. And if you have 4 degree planet or 4 degree ascendant of Scorpio in your chart, then your Trishamsha will be of this Samarashi only, even zodiac only it will come. So it will come of Venus only. First Trishamsha will be of Venus, 4 degree. See, it is reversed if you see. 0 to 5 degrees Mars, 5 to 10 is Saturn, 10 to 18 is Jupiter, 18 to 25 is Mercury, 25 to 30 degrees Venus. And in even zodiacs, if we see, it is reversed. So it is little difficult to make or manually draw a chart, but if you are habitual, you can draw it aram se. Second most important thing I would like to say here, now if you see only 5 planets have been given position over here. No sun, no moon.
Yeah, I noticed that. Yeah.
See, sun and moon both are queen and king. Okay, they are the solar energy whole. So all these 5 planets are called as Panchendriya to rule the D30 chart. D30 chart is basically to see the Shadaripu of ourselves in our life. Shadaripu means all 6 enemies: anger, greed, lust, everything. You know all the Shadaripus. Okay. So for Trishamsha Kundali D30, we have to see that how we have to tackle these 6 enemies within us and how to go ahead. If we are going after lust, we have to come back. If we are angry by nature, angry by character also, if we are very quarrelsome nature, we have to come back. If we are jealous, we have to be balanced in our life. So this is the D30 chart to look for. Now these 5 planets which we are seeing here, these 5 planets we can convert into 5 Panchendriya, that is 5 senses. Basic senses, how it is a Pancha Tattva.
Yeah.
Same way, 5 senses. So if we see Mars, so it is given the sight. Okay? Sight means vision.
Vision.
Because it is Agni Tattva, fiery element. So the Devata is Agni Devata also, and Sun is also called as Devata of Mars. So whenever any Lagna or moon or any planet is placed in this Mars Trishamsha, that person will be having character, nature and features of Mars in him or her. So in that case, if Mars is afflicted again, because Rahu Ketu will come together.
Yeah.
Rahu is in odd sign, your Ketu is also will be in odd sign in D1 chart also. So in Trishamsha also it will come together.
Yeah.
If your Rahu is in even sign, your Ketu will also be in even sign only in even always. So it will come together. Now if this Mars, being a Papa planet, being an inauspicious planet, is placed with Rahu or Ketu, then it will give reverse fruits to the native. So how it will give reverse fruit? See, if it is a Scorpio or it is a Aries, then a person is more of angry nature, hasty decisions. Whatever Mars fruits we see, we have to consider that fruits over here. If it is with Venus, then romantic nature. If it is with Mercury also, person is more after the lust. If it is with Saturn, then person may be, you can say, greedy by nature or jealous by nature. Many a times we cannot know from D1 chart, but from D30 chart, you can definitely know the exact nature or pattern of the person, I should say.
Okay.
Exact pattern of the person. Because see, what we look may not be we are like that only.
Yeah.
Everybody has some minus plus points within them. So from D30 chart, that doesn't mean that somebody is bad and somebody is good. But this is a human nature.
Exactly.
We have to consider this. Now, if we see Mars, so it has been given sight to see. If we go to Saturn, so Saturn is an airy element. Okay, so it rules the touch.
It rules what?
Touch.
Touch. What is touch?
Sense.
Oh, sense. Okay. I see. Oh, I couldn't hear you.
Panchendriya, I said, na? 5 senses.
Yeah.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. So Mars is, as I said, Sai,
Yeah.
is a touch. If you go for Jupiter, so what Jupiter says you? Jupiter is again a sky element. Okay, so Jupiter is your hearing. That is why ear is ruled by Jupiter. Always we say, because it is a Akash Tattva, sky element. Then if we go to Mercury, so Mercury again is a earth element.
Mm.
Mercury is earth element. So the deity is Ganesh ji of Mercury. And the sense which is ruled by Mercury is a sense of smell.
Smell. Yeah.
Smell. Mercury. So if anybody is having Mercury in D30 chart in ascendant, that person will be having best of sense of smell.
Sense of smell. Wow. Amazing.
So immediately you can give the prediction. Matlab, whatever is somewhere something is cooking, or if something is less in the recipe, or something is wherever you go, immediately you come to know something is there in the house or something is there in the area. Immediately
Yeah.
these people come to know. Same with Jupiter. If Jupiter sign is rising in your Trishamsha chart, or any planet is in Jupiter Trishamsha, they hear so minute things also. If you speak so slowly, immediately they will listen. Another person is not able to listen, but these people have so sharp ears.
Wow.
Same with skin also. Touch. They are very sensitive to the touch. You know, very sensitive. And same with the Mars. They have sharp vision. They have little reddish eyes. If you see anybody is having
Mhm.
Mars in ascendant, or rising sign of Aries or Scorpion ascendant, they have reddish eyes. So now again we will come to Venus, last one. So Venus is a watery element again. Okay. So Venus is ruled over our speech. Venus is ruling the speech. So that is why we always say in Kal Purush Kundali, in second house, Venus is placed so that person is very sweet by tongue. Same in Trishamsha Kundali also, if Venus is placed in second house, that person will be very good in speech. Even in D1 chart, Venus is not placed in second house. But in D30 chart, if Venus have any connection with second house,
Mhm.
that will be having sweet tongue.
So
Always.
Venus can be conjunct the second lord in Trimsamsa, and that
Yes.
person will have that good speech.
Good speech. If Mars is conjunct there, then sharp and good speech. Very clear in his or her words. Very clear in statements. If Rahu is also connected, if Surya is connected, then dominating speech. That person have to listen to them.
Yeah.
If it if it is a Ketu, more prominently Ketu is connected, that time what we have to see, person leaves the sentences in between. Person will not complete it.
Okay.
Detaching from the topic, or just diverting the topics. That is the Ketu. If Jupiter is also with Ketu, same result you will see in D30 chart also. So D30 chart, say, see, same for even zodiacs also, huh? Down it is written. Same thing you have to see for even zodiacs also. And same five senses. Why five senses example is given? So it is easy to understand.
So in Trimsamsa, when both Rahu Ketu are conjunct, what is the role of Rahu's playing when it's conjunct some of these planets? Both
Then we
Rahu.
have to see that with which planet this Rahu is conjunct. Whether it is conjunct with inauspicious planet or Papa planet like Mars, like Saturn, or like Surya. Surya is a Sattvic planet,
Yeah.
but it is a Papa planet only.
Yeah.
It gives results. You know, so if this Rahu is connected with Surya or connected with Mars, that person will be very sharp in speaking, very dominating speech. In Indira Gandhi's chart, if you see, her Trishamsha is Scorpio rising, and she is having her Mars in second house.
Oh, yeah.
along with Rahu Ketu in D30. So she was very dominating by nature,
Yeah.
but she never got the family bliss. She never got the family bliss because of that Mars, Rahu, and Ketu. When she was 13 years old, her mother expired.
Mm-hmm.
She also suffered from tuberculosis when she was 13 years old. She could not stay with the family unitedly. She had two sons, but she could not stay longer with those sons. You know,
Yeah.
one son. They expired so soon in their life.
Yeah.
Lost whole her family. And now her daughter-in-law is also having certain medical treatment. So this is a now we don't know the internal things of those families. These all are
Yeah.
political families. But if we see that the grandson of her, he is not still married.
Rahul
He's not,
Gandhi.
yeah,
Yeah.
he's not married. This is D30 chart.
So
This
her
is,
D30 chart is affecting the lineage.
yes, this is past karmas.
Oh.
See, should I show you
Yeah.
her chart?
Yeah.
I'll show you. See, can you see it?
No, not right now.
Now you see.
Yes.
Okay. So this is the Trishamsha chart of Mrs. Indira Gandhi, and here is the Lagna chart. Here. This is Lagna chart, this
Okay,
is
that's
D
not gonna.
chart, and this is D30 chart.
Trimsamsa.
Krishna. Okay. So now if you see her original ascendant lord or ascendant sign is
Moon.
Moon. Okay. But as it is in 27 degree 30 Kala, as it is in even zodiac. So it will come in the Mars Trishamsha, as we saw the table previously.
Yeah.
Now rising zodiac has come to Mars, Scorpio. So now what Scorpio will give her, see Uranus is also there in her ascendant. So she was very moody by nature and very dominating personality. Mars, whenever Mars comes in ascendant, these people always want others to listen to them. There is nothing wrong in that because she had that much power in her.
Yeah.
Always. If one has a power, then one should rule. Right?
Yeah.
So,
beautiful.
She had power. Okay. But this ascendant lord in her D30 chart has been placed in second house, Mars, if you see. So Mars along with Rahu and Ketu. So
Yeah.
again, as I said, disturbing the condition in family. If you see Mars in her D1 chart, again Mars is in second house only. That is in Leo. Okay. So again, deteriorating the condition of the family bliss. Everything she had in her life, so much money, assets, properties, everything she had, but she never had the family bliss. Even if you see, she got married very soon.
Yep.
See, I told you one rule before.
The
That
Ravi, Surya. Done in the
she
first or seventh. Yeah.
lost her husband when she was 42. You see as many charts. Whenever you see Surya in first or seventh house, these people have lack of marital bliss or they become widow.
Okay.
These two prominently we see in this D30 chart, you can make out. That is why while matchmaking, we have to see D30 chart. In matchmaking also, you have to see this chart. Now, if you see her chart, her Mars is in second house. Okay.
Yeah.
So lack of marital bliss, we say here. But this Mars gave her political nature. She was the best politician. Now this Mars in her natal chart is the lord of fifth house also. Children's. That is why grandson and her sons are also connected here. Being a fifth lord, It
Oh,
is sitting in her second house in Maraksthan. So
beautiful.
karmic cycle is so much affected due to some karmas. She didn't enjoy the proper, you can say, family life also. And whole family is suffering because of this. Even grandsons also, grandchildren also are suffering. They are not good politicians,
Mm-hmm.
even though they are trying to be, but they are not. You know, now if you see third house, there is a Saturn, own Rashi, own sign. So Saturn is in her natal chart is 10th and seventh
Seventh
and
and eighth.
eighth lord is Saturn, sitting in third house of braveries. So she was never afraid of anybody. She used to take very bold decisions in her life. She
Because seventh house is other people in her birth chart.
Her social life was best, and Saturn is the Karaka for giving best of social life because she is having her Saturn in own sign. Own sign she is having her Saturn. And in her natal chart also, Saturn is in her Lagna. If you see that Saturn is aspecting her seventh house also of Capricorn. And D30 Capricorn only this Saturn has come. So she was able to rule the masses, but she never had any siblings. This Saturn.
Okay.
No brother, no sister. She could not have the bliss of siblings here. This Saturn worked because it is 8th to 8th house. Again, so as we see 6, 8, 12 house, so here indirectly third house is also 8 to 8, so it is affected.
Yeah.
See, here we are not seeing any aspect, not seeing any aspect here. Anything we are not seeing. Now we will come to
So you're
fourth.
not studying aspects in Trimsamsa?
No.
No.
We
Okay.
have to just see the aspect in Lagna chart only.
Okay.
Immediately we come to know everything here. Now in Lagna chart, Saturn is aspecting third house again.
Yeah.
So she didn't get siblings.
Yeah.
Okay. In Trishamsha also, Saturn is in third house. Saturn is the ruler of third and fourth house both. Again sitting in the third house. But she was very brave. She was very brave by nature. She used to take bold decisions, but she was spiritual in her later life. Because of her these sorrows, she became spiritual. Previously, she was never spiritual. She always used to blame astrologers and all the no, we don't believe in this, that. Whenever we see some interviews or when we read in the articles, she was in oppose. But then after she started believing in it, she visited so many astrologers. She was very spiritual, like our present Prime Minister.
Wow.
He is also. His chart is also one of the best example to show Mr. Narendra Modi's chart. Now, if you see fourth house, so for character in D1 chart also we see fourth house only. You have to see fourth house and fourth lord wherever placed in the chart. So, in routinely or one should not have any planet in fourth house, it is said, or at least not a papa planet like Mars or Saturn,
Mm-hmm.
Rahu, Ketu. One should not have because that affects the person's nature, person's character
In the birth chart or Trimsamsa?
in birth chart.
Birth chart, okay.
But if in birth chart anybody is having fourth house placed planet, but if in D30 chart, if no planet is there, then again prediction will change. If we see Rahu in somebody's fourth house in D1 chart, then we say no, you should not buy a house in your own name or something. You should not buy it and don't take it. Even though if you want to buy, don't take it in your name or something. See, we always advise, or we say that you may be getting immediately. You may be getting some sharp dreams or some scary dreams or something. You are getting up all of a sudden. But if in D30 chart No planet is placed in fourth house, person will not give you the history. Person will say, no, I have so many houses. I have good property with me. Then you have to consider D30 over here. That time. Even for Ketu also. So now she had lots of property. Because why she had, but she could not stay in her own properties. Kapil. Why? Because she wanted to make a hospital in her mother's name, Kamala Devi Nehru Hospital. She donated her property for the hospital. Because fourth lord, which is a Sukhasthan, which is our house, is placed in 12th from 4th house. So she lost her property, she lost her assets for the well-being of society, because fourth house we see for social activities also. So she donated everything. She never had with her anything. His major property, which was her own, she donated it. Then if we see fourth house, I will talk more about, you have to see the person's nature also. She was very philosophical by nature. Saturn. Mars in the Mars sign rising in the ascendant. Mars and Saturn both. She was very stubborn by nature. She was so dominating and she was conquering all her political subordinates. So nobody was able to speak in front of her. This is the beauty of this D30 chart. If we really study it well, we can know so many things from our D30 chart.
Can you look at careers of people in D30?
Yes, we can see. See now in her chart only, if we'll take the example.
Yeah.
In her D30 chart, she is having Sun zodiac only in 10th house, politics sign. She become a queen. She become a political queen. See,
Wow.
everything is decided in our, you see your D30 chart, I see my D30 chart. Everything, all answers I got in my chart also. All answers I got in my client's chart also, whoever is coming to me. Everything you come to know. Now this sun is posited. Where it is posited in her chart? It is posited again in social house, 7th house.
Of the masses.
Yes, she is the best politician. And it is placed in Venus sign again. So again, Venus and Sun, lack of marital bliss. This combination doesn't work with each other. She got married at the age of 24. Hers was love marriage. Why hers was love marriage? Because ninth lord is placed in 11th house. Moon.
In the birth chart or okay, birth chart. Okay.
In D30 chart, if you see.
Oh, D30, yes. Okay, moon is in the 11th house, yes.
Yeah. But in her birth chart also, if you see, interchange of Lagnesh and ascendant lord and 7th lord, interchange is there.
Yeah.
So that is the 70% of love marriage yoga. Whenever this interchange is there in anybody's chart, it forms a 70% yoga for love marriage. Then 30% we have to see the other planetary positions. Again, if we see her political career, it is this Surya is placed in Venus sign. She was able to conquer all the female politicians also along with male politicians. She was like a male personality only.
Wow.
And but this Venus is placed in 8th house. So she could not get the bliss of daughter-in-laws also properly.
Doctor, okay, so
For all the females in the family,
yeah.
this is aspected by Mars in her D30 chart direct, because 7th aspect always we have to see.
Oh, but you said no aspect in.
No, in 7th in her chart, if you see in her original chart,
Oh, original chart.
Mars and Venus both are in trine, but this Venus is again with Rahu in 6th house.
Yeah, yeah.
So any female in her family will have some or other issues. See, her
Okay.
two in-laws, they are not seeing each other's face. They are not staying together. They have some issues. Even the real cousins, two daughter-in-laws, both of them have children, but they are not getting along with each other.
Wow.
Family is disturbed. Family is totally disturbed. Fifth house plays very important role here again. In her D30 chart, if you see, there is a Jupiter and Mercury in her fifth house.
Yeah.
So in what it indicates that she was a blessed soul because it is a Upasana house. Previous Purva Karma, what we say.
Purva Punya Bhava.
Yeah, she has brought the Jupiter over there. So in her original chart, again, if you see, Jupiter is aspecting fifth house from 11th house.
But if you look in the Trimsamsa, Jupiter so beautifully placed, then the children lives were.
The Lord, the Lord of fifth house in natal chart, see, that is badly placed. In D1 also, and in D12, D30 also, it is badly placed. See, she had everything, na? She got children's,
Yeah.
she daughter-in-law, everything she got. But where was the happiness?
Mars is in Leo in the birth chart, but Ketu, you're looking at Ketu also as a fifth
Yes,
lord in the birth chart.
yes.
Yes. Okay. Ketu's in the 12th house. Yeah.
In her birth chart, if you see, fifth lord is Mars. That Mars is placed in D30 chart in second house.
Okay, I see the connection. Yes.
I told you previously this thing. That is
Yeah.
why she didn't get the family bliss. We have to connect the things. She was never into the family. She was only in political field. She was only in political family. Whole India was her family. But she lost her own family in this.
Yeah. And in Trimsamsa, Gulika and Mandi is in the second house as well.
Yes, we have to consider that.
Yeah.
We have to consider that. Mandi, wherever placed in birth chart also, it will 100% deteriorate the fruits of that house. Wherever it is placed. Even though if you see person is having Mandi in 10th house, even in all Varga charts I am talking about, all divisional charts. Wherever Mandi is placed, one of the Karakatva will be destroyed or one of the Karakatva's fruits will be deteriorated.
Okay.
Little or more. Then again we have to see the original aspect of Shubha planet or Jupiter on that Mandi and all that.
Yeah.
But even though if you are getting more than 30 marks in Ashtak Varga, say for example in 10th house somebody is having Mandi.
Yeah.
Person is having 32 marks in Ashtak Varga, but still person is complaining, I am not earning anything, I am not getting, I have to change my profession often, I am not comfortable whatever work I am doing. Because of this Mandi, the 32 marks are not working.
Yes. Absolutely. It causes, yeah.
In any chart, even in 7th house also if Mandi is placed, even though 30 marks is for 7th house, they are together whole life. They are not getting divorced. But they are not getting marital bliss in their life. This is the result of this Mandi. Mandi makes the person slow. Now again in D30 as we talk, Venus is placed in her 8th house.
Yeah.
Okay. So 6th house we didn't talk about. Now we see in D30 chart, 6th house Lord Mars is again placed in second house.
Second
Conquer
house.
over the enemies. It is the enemy house. So she always conquered the enemies. Nobody was able to speak in front of her. She never had any serious health issues in her life. She was never ill. She was very strong female. Again, if we see 8th house again is in front of Mars. that Venus. So when she got assassinated, that time Saturn Rahu Dasha was on, and this Mars rules over the weapons, bullets. In her D1 chart also, Mars is placed in second house,
Yeah.
aspecting the 8th house. So we are considering that aspect. Mars is again becoming powerful in D30 also. Why becoming powerful? Because it is sitting with Rahu and Ketu. Rahu is again blast. Ketu is hidden things. Ketu didn't disclose that she is going to die. Ketu never disclosed. And all of a sudden, everything was over. In
Wow.
71, I think she got assassinated.
Yeah. So sixth lord in the second house in Trimsamsa shows conquering over enemies.
Yes, always. Even in
Always.
human chart also, if you see certain position, you have to consider this. Because they both make trine to each other.
Yeah. Yeah. Ninth.
Good yoga. And in D1 chart also, if you see, she is having Venus and Rahu. Rahu always best in 6th house, winning over enemies. Already she is having this yoga in her D1 chart also. And see Venus, what this Venus is giving in D1 chart, this Venus is showing that by sweet tongue she conquered over the enemies.
Wow.
She never
That
fought
is.
with anybody. She never fought with anybody. But she used to speak such a statements that nobody will ask the things again. They have to follow it. They have to follow it. This was her strategy of working. So sixth
Beautiful.
house, again we see here. So see, we are seeing all the gains and losses of her life, not only health issues.
Yeah, everything. You just showed everything in Trimsamsa.
We are seeing her nature also, and it is matching also. It is
Yeah.
because everybody knows her chart. That is why I took her chart to explain. Okay. Then again, seventh house we talked about social. Then she lost her husband. She never had good relations, or she never had proper marital bliss in her life, because in after her marriage, after 10 to 12 years, she had some quarrels with the husband, and he was staying alone somewhere else. He was not staying with her. So this is the fruit of D30. So why we have to see only health issues from D30? This is a hell, na? Staying
Yeah.
away from dear and near ones, family. So this is one type of disease only. This is the issues only. Why we have to consider only health issues in D30 chart?
Exactly.
This is ill effects for all the bhavas. Again, as I told about ninth house, that moon is again placed in 11th house, fulfillment of desires in masses. It is in Buddha sign, Virgo. And Mercury is again placed in 5th house. So again, from her last life, she has brought all this name fame which she wanted to enjoy in this life. So it was it was destined for her to enjoy the things. She got all the desired things in her life. This moon played very important role. But this moon and Saturn in D30 also, if you see, they are making trine to each other.
Mm-hmm.
In D1 chart also, if you see, moon and Saturn are looking at each other.
Yeah.
So at the age of 13, she suffered from tuberculosis, chest infections.
Wow.
She had to undertake the treatment because her mother also had the same infection. And
That,
she didn't get mother's love also. She lost her mother so soon. Why in D30 chart, how you will make out the thing? From 4th house, the karka of house is 8th to it.
8 through it, Chandra. Yeah.
She lost her mother. That is in Mercury sign, and Mercury is again sitting in 5th house. And in the original chart, if you see, this Meen Rashi, this Pisces sign is sitting in her 9th house, again 6th house from 4th house.
6th house from 4th house. Okay.
disease. See, we have to match it like that. Beautiful it is. It is really beautiful.
No, it is. And then what is the 12th house in the Trimsamsa? How would you study 12th house?
That I am coming to. So
Okay.
now again we will come to 12th house. We saw 11th house also. Now 12th Lord is placed in 8th house
Mm-hmm.
in her D30 chart. In her natal chart, 12th house is Mercury.
Yeah.
Mercury, 12th, yeah, Mercury. So this Mercury is sitting in Pisces in 5th house in D30 chart. 12th Lord is where Mancha, losing the things, is sitting in 5th house.
Of children.
Yes. Now you got your answer. Now you what you asked now before
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
You wanted
And
to
then
come.
you have trinal houses, like
Huh.
trine from each other, but what if Kendra, like quadrant from each other? Kendra
Struggle.
from each other, what does that signify?
Many planets are making Kendra,
Yeah.
1 or 4 and 10 relation.
Yeah.
There is always a clash and struggles between.
Oh, my daughter came in the room.
Yeah.
Daddy's working. Hi. Hello. Daddy's working. Sorry about that.
No,
So you were saying about, yeah, the Kendra. So when a planet is Kendra from each other versus trine from each other, what is that difference?
Trine is good position. Kendra is not good position. Whenever planets are in Kendra to each other, that always gives you extra efforts to work for a certain things. Whether in comparative to trine. If you
Yes.
see 3 planets trine, you see the Karakatva of those 2 houses where it is making trine, and you see the Karakatva of even Gajakesari Yoga you talk about. Gajakesari Yoga is the struggle yoga. People say it is a very good. No, it is not good. You see in anybody's chart, most of the time they are always spending their life in making the efforts only. Gaja Kesari Yoga. Gaja means elephant, Kesari means lion. How they will be comfortable together?
Yeah.
They are so huge. They are so powerful. So they want to win over each other. Kendra Yoga.
In the birth, you were talking about how Mars and Shukra are trikon from each other.
Yeah. Yes.
So is that supposed to be a good thing? Because I think you were talking about it as a negative aspect.
If you see Mars and Venus in her D1 chart together,
Yeah.
it's
In
trine.
trine.
So Mars and Venus, whenever they are together, they give lavishness, they give comfortness, okay? They give lust also. And as it is a 6th house, it is a 2nd house. She was blessed with a very good house also. She won over enemies because Rahu is placed there. We should not forget that Mars and Rahu, straightforwardness, fatafat, straightforwardness. Whenever Mars and Rahu are together or in trine or in Kendra, person will speak harsh and straight speak. Anytime. Very bold people they are. They speak so straightforward or immediately fat, finish the things and then they.
Wow, this is so beautiful.
Mars and Rahu. So here Navamsha chart, if you see from Navamsha chart also, you can know so many things. See in her Navamsha chart also, if you see moon, see the moon. Moon is her Ashtamansha. If you see Nadiyamsa, why moon is Ashtamansha? Because moon is placed in 8th zodiac of her birth chart.
Off a birth chart, yeah.
That is why moon is her Ashtamansha. That is why she suffered from tuberculosis. Moon and Saturn again came together there in her D9 chart.
Absolutely.
In her D9 chart also, if you see, Again, Mars and Surya are together, Sun. Again, she won over the enemies, everything.
Over the enemies, yeah.
Yes, Mars and Surya, strong combination. This is very strong combination.
What is this Fortuna on written on these charts?
Fortuna is called as Bhagya Saham. Now I will tell you one secret. Now
I love that.
No, let everybody use it, and really one should get benefit. Now I will tell you the most wonderful secret which I used to follow all this year, which I was taught to me by one of my mentor. Okay, wherever Mandi is placed, that bhav karakatva is affected. That you know. Okay,
Yeah.
Mandi. So in that case, you have to see the Fortuna. And you have to enhance the karakatva of that bhav where Fortuna is sitting. That is your Bhagya Saham. So that house plays relatives. That house plays things. Will enhance your fortune of this house where Mandi is placed.
Where Mandi is placed, okay. So her Trimsamsa having that in the ascendant.
Fortuna, she was a blessed Mahabhagya Yog, she is. Pancha Mahapurush Yog is in her. See, she has brought that Fortuna in her ascendant only, if you see. And in her Lagna chart, if you see, Fortuna is in her bravery house. Everywhere she got success, everywhere she got success. Let's see Mandi where it is placed. See Mandi, second house in D30,
Family, yeah.
And in Lagna chart also, I think Mandi, where is the Mandi place?
Mandi is in the 12th house.
12th house. 12th house. So she never had any good foreign connections, only for political reasons. You know, when Pakistan war, in 71 or something before that, Atal Bihari Vajpayee gave her the name of Durga in the assembly.
Okay.
She is a real Durga. Because Mars is so powerful in her chart. But in other terms, all the planets in D30 charts, we have to see the nature as well as all these houses also. If we see karma wise, if you want to read anybody's past karmas, then you have to consider D30 chart also. If any Papa planets are placed in ascendant or any inauspicious zodiac is rising in the ascendant, that means the person has self-created the karmas. Self-created karmas. If auspicious planets are there or auspicious sign is rising, then person is a blessed soul. Person will not create any type of self-created bad deeds, which person has to suffer. D30 chart immediately you have to look at. If it is a 8th house, then again pending deeds have carried forward. Now one more thing I remember here, many people are having birth issues of health. Means crippled, handicapped, dumb, deaf. If in D30 chart, if you see more than 2 Papa planets, Ashubha planets, these people are having one or other physical deformity in them by birth, which cannot be rectified because from their last birth they have brought it here, which is shown in D30 chart.
Oh wow.
Amazing. Which is carried forward. In her chart, she is having Venus. Okay. Now I will give you her example only. In her chart, Venus, but Venus is placed in Mercury sign.
Yeah.
That Mercury is again in 5th house.
Okay, I got it.
So her son, when he was died, no full body was found. It was broken into pieces because of his shoes. It was recognized that this is Mr. Rajiv Gandhi.
Oh yes, that's right. Yeah.
Bodies. He died so badly. He died so badly. Venus placed in Mithuna Rashi, Mercury. And this Mercury in her D1 chart is again in 5th house in Scorpio with Sun. That is why her children never got father's bliss.
I see.
This is all Purva Karmas. All Purva Karmas we have to consider. If one is having Papa planets in 10th house, career house, say, person has created the issues because of his profession.
I see.
Why a person is not steady in his profession. So he has to suffer a lot.
So if the 10th lord of the birth chart sits in the 8th house of Trimsamsa, this person will suffer many ups and downs in their career.
Ups and downs, and such people should not jump immediately into any business. First will be loss. Only they can assist the things. They should not take the responsibility directly on their shoulders. But they can work with somebody, not on their own name. They can assist. Eighth house is of loss. But for Upasana, if you see, that is the best house. For occult studies, it is the best house.
Yeah.
But for profession, if profession lord is in 8th house, it is not a good position. Even if professional lord is in 12th house, if person is not in foreign, then person is not settled in the profession.
Yeah. Yes, very true. Absolutely.
Either the thing. And if it is a planet like Saturn, then so much of loans on person's head. And such people should always be in loan only. If they will repay their loans, they even they repay the loans within 15 days, again they go for another loan.
Wait, say that again. If
you see 12th place Saturn,
yeah,
you should always ask those people that always keep some loan on your head. Don't repay everything. If you will repay now, your expenditure will increase.
Why is that?
Saturn. What Saturn? Vyaya. It is a Bandhan house. It is a storeroom. 12th house is a storeroom of our karma. And Shani
And
is karma.
it suppresses that. Yeah.
वो आगे ही नहीं बढ़ने देगा उसको.
Wow.
It will not allow person to rise the head unless and until that person is in foreign land. I have seen one chart. That person was having around 2 crores of loan in India. And he was a bankrupt. And somebody advised him to go to Nairobi, Africa, via some source. Now he is #1 industrialist of Nairobi. He is having Saturn in 12th house. That also debilitated, huh? Aries.
Okay. So won't that give problem in foreign lands? Debilitated Saturn in the 12th house?
Yes. Whenever Jupiter will pass over that Saturn in 12th house, they may have to come back to their own land.
Okay.
Because 12th house is 9th to 4th house.
Yeah.
Bhagyasthan. So they have to come back. Jupiter will work. Jupiter will work there. See, so many placements. We were talking about Fortuna.
Yeah.
So this Bhagyasaham, there is one formula of that. You know how to take out the Bhagyasaham also. How to take out the Dhanasaham. Dhanasaham means how much financial you will be sound. From your Dhanasaham you can come to know. This is all mathematical part. if you want to know. So in this also we can take out Dhanasaham also. How you see the Fortuna, same way we can see Dhanasaham also placed here. In which house? So profession regarding that house, you will get the money. That shows that.
Where Fortuna and the other, what was the other name of the other planet you're talking about? What is it?
Mandi.
Oh, Mandi, okay.
Wherever Mandi is placed, see, Mandi and Fortuna have to go together.
Yeah.
Mandi means deteriorating the fruits. So now we have to see that where is the fortune of this house, this person. So you have to search for the Fortuna, Bhagya Saham. Along with that Bhagya Lord also you have to see, ninth Lord. If ninth Lord is also not in good position and not getting good results, you have to take this Fortuna Lord wherever it is placed, and you have to enhance that Rashi Lord deity or chanting of mantras, or you have to enhance the relation of the relatives related to that house.
Oh.
And here give very great results. That is Fortuna. You are enhancing your fortune. Na? That is a Bhagya Saham. Everything is given in BPHs, but many people don't use it. I always use it.
Yeah, there's a what? 7 Upgrahas in Brihat Punashra Shastra.
But these specific these planets, na, this really works very good while assessing the chart, and they give very good results also. And it becomes easy for us to get connected with the planets also, you know, many times.
Absolutely.
Many times.
Wow, this was.
Yeah, no, tell me what you were telling.
No. I'm just saying this is one of the most wonderful lessons I have seen here.
It is my pleasure also. And lastly, I will tell one more thing, that as I explained before, all Panchatattva, fiery element, airy element, earth element, water element, as I said, and Akash Tattva, that is sky element. So every element of this planet, if you see, they are having certain deities. Here in D30 chart, whichever planet is afflicted, whichever planet is with Papa planet also, that has to be rectified by worshipping the connected deity. For example, if one is having Mars afflicted in the chart, like in her chart, so in that case, the deity is Agni or Surya Devata. Okay, so lighting a lamp in the evening time.
I see.
What we put diya हम लोग जलाते हैं जो. So, in the south, this is the best remedy rather than doing anything. If Venus is afflicted in the chart, anybody's chart, you can go for donation of Annadan. Yeah, he's so cute.
Oh, him. Oh, yeah, that's his Oreo. He's a sheepdog.
I have got Mango in my house. He's pug. He's sleeping now.
I mean, I feel like if you were just to get Trimsamsa chart in front of you, I think you can say so much.
So much you get. All the ups and downs of your life. As I said, your Shadaripus. All 6 enemies of human body, human nature, we see from this house only.
Yeah.
Your pride means your lust, your anger, greed, then your arrogance, then your jealousy, attraction, everything, moha, mada, moha, matsar, lobh. You see now all the 6 Shadaripus. They all are enemies. One should not go too much after all these things. Otherwise, it will be your life. So it should be balanced. So that is why D30 chart has been given.
Wow, this is amazing. You know, this is very, very useful, practical information you gave us today here.
Sunilee. Yes, Sunilee.
Sunilee ji, sorry. I'm so bad. See?
So, at the end, one should see the strength of ascendant Lord, 8th Lord, and 10th Lord.
In the Trimsamsa.
Yes, D30. You will get all the answers over there. Profession also.
First, seventh, and eighth. Okay. Wow.
Profession also, you will get all the answers.
Very, very amazing. And you can probably also use, do you use Dasha and transit on this chart as well?
No.
No Dasha transit. Okay.
Now, in that case, you have to superimpose D30 chart on your natal chart.
And then use the transit.
Then use the Dasha also here. Immediately you will come to know, see, Mrs. Indira Gandhi was assassinated in Saturn, Rahu, Rahu. Rahu is also in second house Marak Sun in D30. Saturn is again 8th to 8th. So Saturn, Rahu, Dasha, if you superimpose, this Saturn will again come in her seventh
house. And Rahu Mars going to the 6th house.
Marak Sun Dasha.
Yeah.
So that will definitely give adverse results to the native. You have to go on superimposing the things. You know, it really gives fantastic results. Once you are habitual of it, it is very easy to understand.
Well, no, I mean, I see it. I absolutely clearly see it.
D30, yeah. If you see properly, you will come to know the nature, everything. Means how we see Mercury and Venus together in D1 chart. Same way we have to see in D30 chart also.
This is beautiful. Wow.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for giving such a valuable information. And you have a YouTube channel?
Yeah, I have a YouTube
Soul,
channel.
what is it? Planet to Soul Astrology?
Yeah, it is Planet to Soul Astrology.
Soul Astrology. Guys, please check her channel out and give her all the great comments there because she deserves it. And I'm so thankful for you to stay so late in India to give this lesson and lecture. Thank you. I want to bring you back again talking about, even other divisional charts like Vimsamsa, Chatravasamsa, all of these things. I want to bring you on. Thank you so much.
Thank you so very much, and it was my pleasure talking to you. I was just waiting for this moment because I am a big fan of yours.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Now I'm your biggest fan.
You are a wonderful soul.
Thank you so much. It's my pleasure. That's what I love doing this. I love learning from people like you. So, it's the pleasure's all on this side. So thank you so much. Please get some sleep.
Oh, thank you so very much. Bye-bye and good night.
Thank you. Namaste.